Welcome to Raw Talk. As always, I'm going to have two links down below in the description box to credit WWE for piecing this together, even though on this website here, they completely botched it again. And if you've been following me for a while, you'll notice that this happens often. March 31st, you go to it. It's just a preview of Cody Rhodes and John Cena. And then there's absolutely nothing. And then all of a sudden, it brings you back to last week's recap with everything. They botched it on the website, and they actually do that quite often, but there's still the video highlight recap. And then furthermore, I screwed up and somehow had a problem with my notes, and they got completely wiped. I dragged the thing over from my first screen to my second screen so that you can, whatever, see them, so I'm not constantly going like this. And somehow it all disappeared, and then I did undo, and it was only showing me like one line at a time, so I just kept going, and then it ended up going to last week's. So this is it. This is my whole notes that I redid. I had to go back to Netflix, watch Raw, skip it, go, oh yeah, that happened. So let's just get into it. It's going to be a really short video, even though it's taken me a while to finally get into it. The John Cena and Cody Rhodes promo was absolutely magical. This pretty much makes up for the last two heel promos that John Cena said, and we now understand why he sold out. He thinks that he's basically Cody Rhodes piggybacking off of him, stealing ideas from him. He's not worthy of a champion, couldn't wipe his ass, blah, 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 this kind of bullshit. He's just not good enough, and it pissed him off when he became fabricated and too polished and everything. So that was basically the gist of it. I had some more notes, but they're gone, and off the top of my head, I forget specifically. But basically, that's what it is. We now know the why behind it. Both did absolutely amazing. I always knew John Cena had it in him. It's like I told you before. When I say something like, oh, he or she really sucked in that moment, that was a crappy promo. Remember that oftentimes it's that they were told to talk about those certain things. That doesn't mean that the person's actually shitty at delivering a promo. This is John Cena we're talking about. So this, to me, was definitely one of the biggest highlights of the night for an non-competitive segment, if you will. Oh yeah, that's right. The New Day defeat New Day defeat New Catch Republic. So Pete Dunne is now back with Tyler Bate. If you remember Tyler Bate, he's amazing. He was gone for 9 months due to a torn pec. And again, what was really cool is just because you're the hometown hero doesn't mean you're going to win, just like Pretty Deadly. So they lost and the New Day won. They didn't really cheat, but it was a little bit of distractions. But either which way, they won. And that's the end of that. Now, Gunther defeats Jimmy Uso. Now, this one was definitely the highlight of the night for competition. Jimmy Uso lost to Gunther, but it was more than that. Post-match, Jey Uso came out to help out his brother, and it ended up that Gunther took the belt, smacked Jimmy in the head. He was bleeding like a mad bastard, and then Gunther's like wiping all the blood all over him. He went, I'm not. Like, that was some insane shit. And what's really cool about that segment is you don't see that often at all. The blood rubbing and all that, because that's like real blood. It's not Heinz ketchup. Okay, that's the real deal. That had to be improv. I highly doubt Jimmy and Gunther said, you know what, I'm gonna make you bleed, and I'm gonna, so make sure you're free of the HIV because I'm gonna be no. I think that was improv. Pretty sure. Maybe I'm being a mark. I don't know. So that was just crazy. And then Jey Uso is zip tied to the ropes. Like, just wow. Finn and Dom defeat Braun Breaker and Penta. They joined forces because of what happened last week, but Breaker accidentally speared Penta, which led to their demise, and then later on backstage what ended up happening is Penta, pinche maricón le cacó los porgos de putano. That kind of shit. And yeah. AJ Styles and Logan Paul were talking shit. Logan Paul pulverizes. AJ Styles, maybe they're going to have a match at Mania. I don't even know if that's official or not, but I feel like that's actually going to be a really good match. Liv tells Dom that Finn is taking the credit for the win because he's like, I won rather than we won. Then Finn said that he was going to go talk to Adam Pearce to get another shot at a title when meanwhile Dom hasn't gotten one and actually got Finn one. And then, Liv Morgan was pointing that out So there's a little bit more dissension as always, and then Rhea and Io Sky with Bianca special ref ended up in a double DQ because Bianca was getting her ass kicked inadvertently by the two of them, and she just got fed up and said, forget it. Listen, we weren't going to get a title change this close to Mania. I mean, you could, but they weren't going to give it back to Rhea. She'll probably get it later. So this actually ended up being not too bad, really, without any notes. This is a really quick one. Wow, I should do that more often. The one thing I didn't like, and this happens often, this was a bit weird, literally looking at that moment, and I know it's scripted, but still gotta make it a little believable. There was no prior hit that stunned Cena for him to go and drop out of that move. It was just kind of like, come here, and Cena's like, okay, let me hold on to you so I don't get my neck broken. And let me give you the crossroads. Sometimes that happens once in a while. It happened with Solo Sikoa a while back. And it's just the way it is. I just kind of roll with it. You got caught off guard. Oh, no, he's grabbing me. And you're kind of like a deer caught in the headlights. But that does break the immersion that, you know what I mean? I'm just nitpicking. And now I'm done. Thumbs up as always if you liked the video. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. Thumbs down if you didn't like that shit. And you're going to get the crossroads with the thumb up in the keister, the Solo Sikoan spike. At the same time, you're getting crossroad with the mandible claw. Yeah, we'll just end it there. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, obviously, that would be bloody fantastic. Now, you see what I did there? Bloody with the Gunther thing. And if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And if I'm lucky, maybe, who knows? I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.